Hi, friends. It's Chris. Welcome back. Well, it is Monday, and that means it's time to talk about what I melted in my home this week. It is also the start of a new month. So, we're going to go over real quickly how my numbers are looking this month. I was pretty surprised by how much they came down. I think my new little strategy I had going in seems to have paid off. So, grab a drink, get comfy, and let's chat. All right, let's start out by talking about my numbers and how I did this month. It was really good. I went in with the thought of, I can't melt a whole loaf at once, right? Because I just don't have that space. So I knew I have a lot of wax coming in. I have got a Teddy Bees order on the way, Knowles, Rainbow Mounts, Glitterati, and um, Curly Q. Is that her name? Why do I always forget her name? It's Anya. I know her name, but I always forget the name of her wax. I wrote it down. CQ Handcrafted Melts. Wow. I'm telling you. Yeah. Anyway, CQ Hand. So I've got 5 orders coming in. Yes, they are small. They're not overly large, but it's still going to be a significant amount of wax. So knowing that, I thought, you know what? I need to focus on wax that I could melt in one shot for the most part. I mean, I have stuff here that is unfinished and I'm going to put back. But what I've been trying to do all month is to make sure I grab things that I'm going to melt in one fell swoop, so to speak, right? So that being said, and I did give my girlfriend, how many did I give her? I think I gave her 9 pieces. When I say pieces, it could be loaves, souffles, shapes, whatever, but I gave her 9 pieces of L3 wax because, I like L3. However, I had too much of it and too much of the same scent. It's not even variety. And I'm not reaching for it. And it's just sitting here. I'm not reaching for it enough, I should say. So I gave her like 9 pieces. I'm pretty sure it was like 10 or less. But anyway, so that's included in these numbers. But that being said, my numbers are really, really good. All right. So I started the month of July with 302 pieces of wax. Now, for any of you who are maybe new here and don't know what pieces of wax is, it could be a clam counts as a piece. One loaf counts as one. Any size, just one of a unit. So I started with 302. I ended the month of July with 234 pieces of wax. So I am down 68. I am so happy with that. And I'm finding I still have too much wax. So I am thinking in my head, I think my sweet spot number is going to be somewhere around anywhere between 100 and 150. And what I am trying to do is I'm trying to get through all my spring summer stuff right now, or really close to it. I don't want to carry over. I have much more fall and winter scents than I do spring and summer. So if I don't have any spring and summer left at the end of the season, or very, very little, that enables me to be able to purchase guilt-free when the vendors have their spring and summer pre-orders. And then I could be like, yes, I need some, right? It's not a matter of a want. It's more like I need it because I don't have any. I think for me, that's going to be the key. And I'm also, a little sneak peek, I'm also going to start melting candles again. Will I burn them? I don't know. I may put them in a crock. I may put them under a candle lamp, or I may burn them and set a timer on my phone to blow them out or remind me to blow them out. And the reason for that is to melt wax every day. And you know what? Let me back up a little bit. I was watching Alexis, and Alexis said something, the same thing that what I had already been thinking. She would like to stop wasting her wax, right? Because right now, a lot of us are changing our wax every single day, whereas sometimes there's still life in that, but we're changing it anyway because we have so much wax and we want to melt it, or melt it down. So I've been finding that I am getting burnt out every day, changing the wax, melting something new. It's some days I'm just kind of like, I don't feel like it. I wish I could just light a candle and call it a day. So I think in the future, shortly, you are going to see incorporated into my weekly melting and what, I've been doing here in the house. I'm probably going to show you candles as well. For instance, I work in the office out of my home on Tuesdays and Thursdays. I come home, I don't turn all the warmers on because when I come home, I got my little side gig going with my nail clients and I've got to do that. So I don't have time to come home and change wax, but I have time to come home and burn some couple candles in the house and enjoy that for the remainder of the evening. So yeah, be on the lookout for that. And those are kind of my thoughts of where I'm going. In my candles, I'm not buying a ton, just a few to have around just in case. Okay, enough of that. Now that I filled you in on all the deets, let's talk about what I melted this week. I had a decent week. It was pretty good. I don't remember if I had any duds, but if I did, we'll get to it when I get to it here. All right, let's start out with, look at Steph, if you're watching. I got the readers. These are not my prescription glasses, and I could tell because my prescription glasses have that anti-glare coating, and I could see like I look. Okay. All right, where are we going to start with? Let's just start right here with one of my very favorite scents. And you know what? I already know what my two favorite scents are this week, and we'll talk about that at the end. Did my beloved honeybee from Teddy Bees. I love this scent so much. This is sweet sugar cookies, honey nectars, or honey nectar, sweet vanilla, and beach treats. You know what? There is something about this scent. It is just so, so pretty. Ah. It is sweet, it's creamy, and you get the cookies in there, and it's marshmallowy, and there's almost a little bit of a fragrant note there, just ever so slightly. This scent is beautiful. This is what I call for myself, it's intoxicating. And it's just like, you just want it to get as much of it in your nose as you can because it smells so, so pretty. Absolutely love Honeybee from Teddy Bees. Look bright, pretty yellow. It looks so just cheerful. And another one of my favorites. This is just a heartbreak. And I talked to you about this before. That is Destination Wax Quickie Wedding. And Quickie Wedding is fresh strawberries, strawberry seeds, and marshmallow fluff. This is authentic sugared strawberries, just like you poured them over that little piece of angel food cake, because you're going to have some strawberry shortcake. Put the whipped cream on it. Yeah. It is the topping for strawberry shortcake. 100%. It is juicy, fresh, sliced strawberries with sugar on it, and then you just put the whipped cream on it, and that's Quickie Wedding. It is incredible. My absolute favorite. Cannot get it anymore. Destination Wax is closing. They may already be closed. And even still, she couldn't get the oil anymore for this. So I have another loaf, but, still. All right, I melted a Summer Rain from Swan Creek. I did forget to pull the scent notes, but if I'm not mistaken, I think this is Sweet Dew and Earthy Notes. And that's exactly what this smells like. It is a watery, aquatic, sweet, and then there's just a little bit of an earth note in there, like maybe like a little moss or rocks. Just, it's that earthiness, right? I enjoyed this very much. The Summer Rain. It was beautiful in my bathroom. Very fresh, crisp, clean, aquatic, beautiful. Absolutely loved it. Another one of my favorites. Did this in my bedroom. That is Twilight Temptations from Knoll's Farm Scents. And this is Bold Blood Orange and Juicy Peach. Meat, warm cardamom, and rich rum with a splash of cognac, all grounded by patchouli, tonka bean, and sandalwood for a deep, sultry scent that's smooth, warm, and irresistibly seductive. I absolutely love this. This is actually a dupe for Tom Ford's Bitter Peach. Now, I did buy a dupe of the Tom Ford Bitter Peach because I love this one so much. I thought, oh my God, it's a perfume. I gotta have it. I wasn't gonna spend the $450 for a bottle of perfume. So I found a dupe for it and I ordered it, and it's okay. It smells just like this. However, I think I like this fragrance in the air more than I do on my person, Not horrible. I'll use it. It's a dupe. Wasn't like it was costing me an arm and a leg. But yeah, I will. Anyway, this one here. This is sweet. I don't quite know how to describe this. It's sweet. You get the sandalwood in here. You do. But everything about this is sweet, but yet very warm. It's warm and cozy, smooth, and there's a sophistication to it. It's beautiful, and it's one of my favorites. Definitely a repurchase for me. However, I'm good for a while. I think I have 2 more brittles of this, so I'm good. But Twilight Temptations, if you haven't tried it, give it a try. It is just so pretty. And then I warmed my Darling Vanilla Lavender from Swanky. And this is Sweet Lavender, Pink Sugar Cookies, Mrs. Claus Cookies, and Vanilla Bean Noel. This is a beautiful lavender. It really, really is. Um, it is very sweet. You don't get that herbal medicinal lavender because all the cookies in here and the vanilla, it just makes it super creamy. So this feels more like a bakery lavender rather than spa. And it's creamy, it's relaxing, it's very cozy. It's a cozy scent. It's beautiful in the bedroom. You just, when you walk into your room at night, it just greets you with, it's like saying, come relax now. Your day is done. And yeah, so this one's a really, really good one. Oh, and while I'm at it, before I forget, I just want to bring this up before I forget. Today is Monday, what day is that? 3rd, right? Next Monday, there may or may not be a video from me because I am actually going to be leaving for vacation Friday. So I won't be home that Monday. I won't have time to record what I've melted from today until I leave. So there might or might not be a video on Monday. And when I come back, there definitely won't be. So there's going to be possibly a 2-week Monday lapse in my videos. That's all I'm trying to say, I guess. So if I don't see you next Monday, then it'll be a 2-week lapse. Just saying. Maybe I'll put a post on the community post tab. However, I do have my new series starting every Wednesdays. That will be up. My launch will be up on the 12th. So stick around, check that out. Those are already pre-recorded and loaded and ready to go. Okay, back to talking wax. Sweet tarts. This one is called Anna, and this is a sugar cookie marshmallow. I'd like to tell you what it smelled like. However, this was so light I could not smell it. And it's a shame because I can't smell in the bag either. On cold it was nice. It was just like a really marshmallowy cookie. But on warm it gave nothing. So I don't have anything to say about that. And then we got Horcrux from L3. This was a loaf. Oh, you guys, you know what? I wish I had the scent throw on this the way it smells on cold, but I didn't. Super light. This is Sensual Amber, whipped vanilla patchouli, pink orchid, and coconut milk. I mean, patchouli, amber, whipped vanilla patchouli besides. It didn't throw. And because on cold, it is beautiful. It is just the nicest patchouli, and it was just the warmth from the amber with that patchouli and the vanilla. Yeah, very, very disappointed with Horcrux. So, yeah. Again, this is another one I can't really say much about it because it was so light. Didn't leave an impression. All right, this one here we have Rose Girls, and this is Beach Blankets on the Line. And this is I'm not having a hard time seeing it. I'm having a hard time figuring out what this word is. Oh, it's in parentheses. I'll put the glasses on. It is Salt, Hearth and Hand type. Then we have Ocean Air, Fresh Coconut, and Clothes on the Line. I really like this. It leaned a little bit laundry, but not crazy over the top laundry. This was really pretty. Oh, God, I don't even know. Again, aquatic. somewhat salty, but not overly salty. This is just really, really pretty. I don't get fresh coconut. I just get that fresh aquatic air and a little laundry, but not over the top. I actually enjoy this because you know I don't like laundry, right? I don't like it. This one was really good. It was just, I guess that's where clothes on the line comes in, right? Because clothes on the line is more like clean linens that have been hanging outside because this is airy. It's airy and sweet and watery. Like I said, there's maybe just a hint of a laundry there, but not. Like this isn't dryer sheets. It's not tied. This was really pretty and I would actually buy this again. This was actually really, really nice for a summer scent. It'll be pretty in this spring too. All right, let's talk about Sassy Girl. And first up, and I love this one, is rock salt. Rock salt is notes of mineral-rich rock salt, sea air, salty sea mist, and warm beach cotton. This is such a pretty scent. This is, uh, it is a dupe of, is it this place? Hearth and Hand? I think it is. It is a dupe. It's a dupe of I think it is Hearth and Hand. Somebody in the comments, I'm sure somebody out there knows. So just put it in the comments. But I think, if I'm not mistaken, I think I'm right. It's Hearth and Hand. And I want to say it was a scent created for Joanna Gaines for her line at Target. I think. That's what I think. Anyway, this is so, so good. Okay. You do get minerals. It's just like it said, it kind of smells like rocks. Like, think of stones that got wet, right? Spa stones, right? They give off a scent, but then there's a sweetness there. It's very aromatherapy like. That's not the right word. I don't know what the right word is. It's just, it's like if you went into a spa, a mineral spa, right? Like if you went to one of those where they do the mineral baths, there's just a scent. So that there's aquatic here too. And it is just so pretty. Absolutely love, love, love this. I have another brittle and I couldn't be happier. And then we have Kiss Me on the Beach. This was a little disappointing. Not because I couldn't smell it. I smelled it just fine. But let me read the scent notes first. This is toasted marshmallows, sea salt breeze and s'mores, black raspberry, rose, and vanilla bean. This just smelled like beach nights to me. I didn't get anything. It smelled like night on the beach, which it is. It's a blend. Supposedly there's black raspberry and rose in it. No. It smelled like night on the beach to me. It didn't really smell much different. So, not necessarily a bad thing, but I was disappointed because I thought maybe I'd get a little something different here. So, Kiss Me on the Beach, to my nose, smells like beach nights. I didn't get any, I didn't pick up any different notes in that. I'm going to save this one here for last because this one I was flipping out. All right, I finished Yellowstone. This one's great, you guys. Yellowstone is notes of whiskey, coffee, and sweet vanilla. I don't get coffee in here. I get whiskey. Oh, yeah. You get the whiskey, woody whiskey, and sweetness, and that vanilla comes through. It's a masculine leaning scent. This is fantastic. Now, if I'm not mistaken, this is a Bath and Body Works dupe, and I can't think what the name is. Is it just called Sweet Whiskey? I can't. Whiskey and Coffee? I don't know what the Bath and Body name is, but Yellowstone is the dupe for it, and this will be a repurchase for me at some point. I absolutely love it. This is such a nice whiskey scent because it's not harsh. It's you could smell like woods in it, the woodiness, like if it was in an oak barrel. And it's sweet. It's very sweet. It's good. This one's a good one. Steph, I know you would like this one. My whiskey loving friend, you would like this. Okay, here's another good one. In fact, might be Yellowstone might be in there. Sassy Girls pre-order opened up today because today is July 31st. I think it'll be open through Sunday. So I believe Yellowstone might be on that pre-order. I don't know, but I know this one is. Return to Oz. This one's good. In fact, there was a few on there when I looked at the list, and I thought, no, you're not buying anything because you don't need it right now. But it's a good list, you guys. A lot of good fall scents are on it, so check it out. Okay, this is notes of pumpkin pecan waffles, salted caramel, blackberry jam, butter cookies, and zucchini bread. If you're going to order this week, get yourself some Return to Oz. This is so good. Oh, that raspberry jam. The zucchini bread, and I said before, whatever zucchini oil she uses or wherever she gets it from is my favorite. My favorite. It's very bready. It doesn't come off like that. Sometimes zucchini bread has like a funky smell. No. This is like bready, and the raspberry jam. It's like opening up a jar of jam and putting your face in it. Or taking that jam, smear it on a slice of zucchini bread. I don't know if I'm getting pumpkin pecan waffles. It's very bakery, and it's good. This one's really good. So if you haven't tried Return to Oz and you're planning on placing an order this week, get yourself a brittle of Return to Oz because, yeah, this is good. So good. Another favorite of mine from Sassy Girl is Sweet Nights. This is, you know what? Used to be my favorite. It's still a favorite, but I also love her Ladies in Lavender, and I love her lavender cookies. Sweet Nights is, I'm pretty sure Sweet Nights is just lavender and her beach treats, or her night on the beach. It is sweet lavender, yes, toasted marshmallows, sea salt breeze, and s'mores. So it's just her beach nights with lavender. And it's very good, and it is sweet. Oh, you just have that beach nights there, her night on the beach, which is so, so beautiful. And then you have the sweet lavender just kind of slips in there, and it just makes it, I don't know, it doesn't really transform the beach nights. The beach nights makes the lavender smell beautiful. I guess maybe that's what it is. It's pretty. Oh, it's creamy and it's sweet. You get the marshmallows. I can't really say I smell salty sea air, if I'm being honest. This is just, And the lavender is sweet. It's not that nasty, you know what I'm talking about? That harsh lavender that just gets in your nose and you're like, oh, yeah, it's really good. Love, love, love Sweet Nights. So there's that one. The best scent. The best. Just other than Honeybee, was this one here. If this was in the pre-order this week, I would definitely buy. And that is Beach Milk. When this started to throw, I thought I was going to lose my mind. I know. Dramatic, right? This is Commodity Milk Dupe with Beach Nights. Does it get any better than that? First of all, commodity milk is amazing. It's amazing. Commodity milk is like a creamy, milky musk. Sweet, creamy, milky musk. I need to buy myself a bottle of that. Then you put in her Beach Nights. It's a match made in heaven. Both scents just come together. They rise up and your house smells. Yeah, I was just like, I couldn't, I just kept walking through the rooms, just whiffing in the air and, inhaling. And oh my God, I'm surprised I didn't pass out or something just from hyperventilating. This is so, so good. I love the musk note on this. It is like the perfect musk. It's like a powdery musk. It's just on the edge of being a sharp musk, but it just doesn't, it stops right before it gets over the top where it's too much musk. Then it becomes man's armpit. The sweetness and the creaminess is like extreme. This is so good. Oh my God, is it so good? Has anybody tried this one yet? And what do you think of it? Yeah. If this was in the pre-order this week, absolutely 100%. I don't care. I would be going in and I would be buying some because this is one of my new top 10 Sassy Girl fragrance right here. Beach Milk. So I don't even have to tell you what my favorites were this week. It's Beach Milk with Honeybee from Teddy Bees. Yeah. Anyway, like I said, it was an okay week. I had some, they were just kind of like, meh. Some I couldn't smell. But overall, not too bad. Not too bad. I'm happy. And I'm happy with my numbers. You guys, I'm under 300. Yeah, I'm just ecstatic over that. And you got those 5 orders coming in, so that's going to bump it up. But as long as I can keep it under that 300, just got to keep going down. Keep going down. Anyway, let me know. What did you melt this week? What were your favorites? Did you melt anything that I melted? Or have you smelled any of the ones I melted? And are any of them your faves or your dislikes? And again, have you tried that beach milk? Let me know what you think. Is it just me? Am I crazy? I'm obsessed with it. Obsessed. I might smell the bag a little bit more before I throw it out. I've been known to do that. Anyway, you guys, thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you, and I appreciate the time you take out of your day, your lives, your busy schedule, and you watch a video I've uploaded. It means the world to me. Please comment, like, and subscribe. It helps my channel grow. And you all have a great day, great night, great week, weekend, whenever you happen to be watching. And we will chat again real soon. Bye.